Hi, welcome to my channel, and today we're building a abandoned warehouse that's been turned into a nightclub. I basically decided I wanted to do this because I have a sim that I'm playing at the moment who makes money in a slightly less conventional way and I wanted her to have like kind of like an abandoned warehouse like kind of area to make money in. And yeah, so I thought it came out really nice. I really enjoyed like the level of detail I was able to put in this. Like I really did try to like make it as detailed as possible and like have loads of like rubbish and just like make it look as run down as I possibly could. It's really difficult in this game because everything is so nice and pristine and things like that. The werewolves pack and the basement clutter kit help a lot. Like they have a lot of rundown furniture and things, but it's not quite enough to do what I was planning to, because obviously, you know, the pack wasn't made with a nightclub in mind, an abandoned warehouse rave setting. It was made for, you know, like living and things. So there's not like a crazy amount of stuff. Like I really wish there was more windows and things that were more like shattered and things, because they have the one where it's like the whole window is missing, like it's literally just a hole in the wall. But I would like one where it's just that the glass is broken, like, you know, over time someone's thrown a rock in there or something, just like it got broken and hasn't been replaced. So yeah, I wish that was a thing that could have been done, but c'est la vie. We move, we do what we can with what we have and all that. So yeah, but I still think that with the amount of like debug garbage and like trash that I have lit around, I still do think that it like has the same vibes. Like it still looks really gross and stuff. Like it definitely looks run down and things. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it comes out, though it is absolutely a trust the process kind of build. Like it looks so weird to begin with, but I think as the detail comes together and stuff, like it does look good by the end of it. It's just, yeah, just trust the process. We'll get there eventually. So with this build, I did try and keep what kind of factory or warehouse it would have been while it was still in use. So I decided on like a recycling plant kind of thing. So on the upper floor there's a bunch of recycling machines from the game and things, and I don't think they can access them because I've put loads of like garbage and clutter in front of it, so I don't think they can get there. At the very least, they haven't been using it while I've been like playing with it and stuff, so hopefully that means they won't try and use it. But yeah, I do think that it's like blocked off so they can't. This particular like back bit that I was making was supposed to be like their rubbish area, you know, where they get rid of all their commercial waste. That is also not accessible because of the amount of clutter and garbage. It's in the way of the doors and things like that, but it doesn't need to be usable. They don't need to be out there. They need to be inside, so it's more useful for stopping them from going in weird ways, to be honest. So I don't mind that it's not functional, but yeah, just keeping that in mind if you do want to like make it functional in terms of being able to use the bins. I don't know why you'd need to, but yeah, just in case. Also, I had upstairs with the recycling things, I made like a little fake conveyor belt with like broken down cars on it, because I wanted a reason for why the like garbage all around makes sense. Like it's not just there because it's there because like it's been dragged out of the factory and like to make space for the nightclub rave setting and things. So I wanted it to like tell that story in game, so I added in, yeah, a little conveyor belt with like a whole bunch of car pieces on it, and like they're being recycled or something. Don't know how they would get up there. There's no way for them to easily get up there, but it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of fun. And yeah, so I made a really big pile at the front, which was kind of to signify like, yeah, this is what was actively dragged out of the factory and stuff. And also maybe over time has turned into a bit of like a communal dumping ground. Like a lot of people just drag their abandoned stuff here, which especially is quite common in the UK. I don't know if it happens in America, but we have to pay to have big things removed. Like you have to pay the council a bit to come and get big things. So like if you wanted to get rid of a dresser or something like that, you can't just put it in the bin. Obviously you have to pay to have the garbage men take it away, and it's not a lot. It's like maybe 20 to 30 pound depending on exactly what it is, but I can see why people don't want to pay it at all, so they just dump it somewhere. It's called fly tipping. It's illegal, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so I really wanted it to be like that, where it's like it is completely abandoned, and it's very much neglected. But you know, party people gonna party somewhere, and where else are you gonna do it but an abandoned rave? Where I live, we've had a few raves, like illegal raves, go on in abandoned factories, abandoned warehouses and stuff, because we have a lot of old industry here, and it's, yeah, a lot of it is now abandoned and stuff. So that is where that happens. Right now, as far as I can see, I'm trying to put graffiti around the building, but it's so difficult because of the way that it like slots to things. So like, I don't know if you can see, but it goes over like each graffiti piece. If I put it on the window like edges clip through it, so it doesn't really make sense. Like, why would they not have spray painted over that? So it's really frustrating that I couldn't quite get that to work. I did really try to get it to work, but it just doesn't quite. So I put some around because I really wanted it, but you just have to kind of overlook the fact that it kind of clips a little bit, because I just thought there's no way a place like this wouldn't have, you know, graffiti and stuff over it. So I really wanted to include it. It's just a shame that because of the particular windows and the columns and things that it doesn't look quite right. But I think you can overlook it. It's not that noticeable. It's just a little bit of an inconvenience. This is another build that's quite far out of my comfort zone. I don't really build community lots full stop, let alone like a rundown warehouse nightclub type thing. Like, it's such a deviation from what I usually build. Like, if any of my family are watching this, they're gonna be so surprised about this video, because the last thing they saw I was working on was this giant modern mansion, like this really beautiful celebrity mansion kind of thing. So they're gonna be really surprised to see this diametrically opposed building, because this is absolutely nothing like that. Similar sizes though, because this lot is absolutely huge. Like, this is the 50 by 40 lot in Del Sol Valley. Oh, I have such a bone to pick with this lot. Like, on the plus side, it kind of works for what I was going for here, but it also is absolutely not correct in terms of like what the size of lot should have been for that world. I really don't understand why you would make a 50 by 40 lot in what is clearly supposed to be like a downtown kind of suburby area. Like, I don't understand why you would make such a big lot, because yeah, and it also implies with the driveways that it's meant to be 3 separate lots, because yeah, there's 3 driveways on this one lot. So it kind of suggests that there's meant to be 3 different lots, but for some reason they went with a 50 by 40 lot, and I hate it, because I really like the idea of living in this like kind of, you know, crappier area and stuff, and like my Sims have to struggle and things, and like I said, it's just fun to build in that kind of style and things, especially when you're not used to it and things. But it's just, yeah, it just doesn't really work for where it is. I don't understand why it's so big. Like, just divide it up into 3 lots, man. Have 3 very small lots, even if they're weird long ones like the 40 by 20, even if it's 3 40 by 20s, that would be better than this. Like, it's just, it really frustrates me, because this world has so much potential in terms of its style and like how different it is to the other worlds that are so pristine and so nice to look at. So I just, it really is a massive letdown to me. Also, you may keep seeing like a rocket in the background. Please ignore that. Ignore that whole build. That is my current family's house, and you know, when you're just doing stuff, you know, you're playing a game and you accumulate things, and I have a rocket right now, so that's what it looks like. Don't worry about it. Just mind your business, innit? I tried to do the inside as like rundown as possible, but also made it look as makeshift as possible. Like, you know, the people who were like arranging it or like were changing it were like, oh yeah, we want it to be like semi-nice. Like, they're not going out of their way to like make it spick and span and all that kind of thing, but you know, they dragged in like some chairs and some tables. I tried to make it so all of the chairs and tables were like different, so it's like, it's literally just what we found around and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of mismatching chairs and furniture and stuff, and I really like how it comes out. I wasn't originally going to have chairs and tables, but they're like necessary for it to function as a nightclub. So yeah, that's what I had to have them in there. But I think because of like, yeah, how mismatched they are and stuff, they do still tell the story of like, oh yeah, it's just stuff that we dragged in so that we could have a nice time. I also raised up a little platform bit and made it like the DJ area, because I figured it makes sense that there might be some kind of platform in a factory. I don't know what it was before, but now it's a DJ stand. In my game, I've changed the 2 speakers that are behind to 2 TVs, because when you upgrade the DJ machine, or like the DJ booth, sorry, it can be upgraded to take control of the TVs around it, and it has like an extra performance thing, and I think that's really, really cool. I like the way it looks a lot. It's just that I don't know if I upload something to the gallery, will it come upgraded? And if it doesn't, it's really frustrating, because they even do it when it is upgraded. The Sims just turn on the TV and we'll just watch the TV, and it's really, really annoying because you're trying to like have like a nice night out and stuff, you're having fun, and then there's someone watching the cooking channel, and it's like just this little old lady making food and stuff, and it just doesn't really fit the vibe. So it is a bit frustrating as well for that reason. So you might just want to leave it as the 2 extra speakers. Hopefully they don't turn them on and like you have loads of conflicting music, but we can only pray that they don't do that. So as far as I can see, I'm working on the office currently, and I really wanted to add like office stuff, but the only thing is some of it is a little bit too pristine, like the filing cabinets and stuff. I wish some of them were like open or like a bit more dented, but we just don't have something like that in game. And I thought about using the tool mod to like maybe rotate them or something, but it's just so hard, like it's so difficult, and I didn't have the spoons that day. All right, I didn't have them. But I do like how the office turned out in terms of like it looks like it was kind of rummaged through and then abandoned kind of thing, and I put some spider webs up in there to make it seem like, yeah, nobody even goes in the office anymore, because why do you need to? Though unfortunately the Sims actually do go in the office because they feel the need to read. I don't know why, but there is a bookshelf in there, and they just go in there and they read for whatever reason, because they'd rather be doing that than dancing. So it's a bit frustrating, so you might want to maybe either remove that or just like, I don't know, it looks really good, like it makes sense so much, but Sims do what Sims gonna do, innit? Like they're just annoying like that, and they ruin the aesthetic all the time. So yeah, that's just something to watch out for. I used the cardboard dance floor for this because I feel like that's what you'd use for the dance floor, right? You just drag some cardboard boxes that you found from outside or whatever, and you just put those on the floor and you just dance on that, and it's nice. The only thing is, because it's sized up, it is like its actual footprint is small, so when you're clicking on it, you can't click on the edges because it's not technically actually that big, it's small, so you have to click on the center to be able to actually use it. But it's fine, it's not a problem, just letting you know that, yeah, just click in the center, it's fine. This is me making the conveyor belt, but when I say I struggled with this so much, oh my gosh, I ended up cutting it out because it was embarrassing. Considering how it ends up looking, it's embarrassing that it took me so long, but I was struggling because platforms are difficult in this game, and windows are difficult in this game, and having things, it's just difficult, alright? Things are difficult, so I cut it out to spare you from it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because the upstairs is purely for like just storytelling and decoration. You could just get rid of it. It's just because I wanted something upstairs, so it wasn't like either incredibly high ceilings, like just so it made sense for the story, that's why. But I think it came out nice, like I think it illustrates the point I was trying to make. It's just that it was, yeah, I don't know why I had such a hard time making it. It really, really didn't need to be. But either way, we're coming towards the end of the speed build now, so what we're gonna do is jump back into game, and I'm going to quickly show you what it's like in game. Alright, so here we are back in game, and although you'll be hearing some royalty-free Nightclub music, I am hearing complete silence because I don't want to get copyright claimed, but it would be kind of weird if they were dancing to nothing. So here is the exterior of the build. Like I said, I really went ham on all the cluttering and stuff, so you can see, yeah, we got this massive pile here, and we've got like this disgusting like garbage area. What do you call this? I can't remember the name. I also added this little bonfire pile at the back, so that's nice. And look, Cassandra Groth is here. How nice. You should be in bed. But yeah, so let's have a look inside. So on the first floor, we have, this is what I was talking about with the little recycling area and with the little conveyor belt. It looks alright. I'm pleased with how it came out, but you can see what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, it's a recycling thing, and that's the story. Like I said, they don't really come up here, but it's here for the story. So then just here we have the bathroom, and it is really, really gross. I put stains absolutely everywhere, so it's pretty nasty. I also put graffiti on some of them because there's only one swatch of like graffiti for each of them, and it starts to look a bit weird if every single one of them has the exact same graffiti. So some of them are clean, even though in real life they absolutely wouldn't be. This is the little office I was talking about. You can see there's little spiders on the thingy. Yeah, I'm just really, really proud of this build, to be honest. And you can see our Sims here having a nice little time. Oh, I also forgot to mention I put up little string lights just to make it a little bit more nightclubby, I guess. Here we have the little DJ booth, and those little light things, oh, I think they're so cool. They add so much. It just helps, you know, bring it together a little bit more. I think there are other like types that you can get, but I just wanted these ones. We have the bar area, and this is the one from Werewolves, so you can tell like it has like no dogs peeing on its sign, but I thought it really worked for this kind of location. We have bloody Eleanor here working the bar, which is nice because it means she won't be bloody calling me all the time. And these are the little table areas I was talking about. Judith Ward is here for what reason I don't know, but here she is. So here we have these little mismatched tables. Like I said, the idea was like, yeah, they just found what they could kind of thing and just put it together. These little tables, these ones here, are from the little campers kit, and I thought they just fit so well. So are these chairs around it, because I think it's just like, yeah, it looks like it's a worn out thing. So yeah, I really, really like it. But yeah, that is the full build. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!